From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll... Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. Here I come. Check 6-6. Bullet high. 5.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They've got to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get it.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
218, chop it. Ready?
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
57's the mic. Watch 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want
2nd and 6. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On second down now, it's Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Long day. It's going to be a long day, fellas.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, watch out. Check Mike. Look at me. Door.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point safely through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's put him on the buses.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor.
I got you, boy.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was looking for Chandler that time. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, exit. Check 43.
2nd and 1. Completes it to Davis. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Good. 30 base. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, seam 6. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets this one to Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get this
Second and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5 now. Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On third down, it's Chandler. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 50, it's Watson.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coach...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Go, go. Go, go. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Lawrence. It's caught by Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now again to Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check your hot read.
General West.
Hey, 1 7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, wahoo.
Check 3.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And their lead will swell up to 28. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. To throw is Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. D Ford in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
132 fighter.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Pull it high.
Off play action. Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Go. Bravo. Come. Fight.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This one caught by Davis. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. He's going to let it go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Lawrence. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Double dog. Alert. Quick edge. Come. Line up.
Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Got it. Tuck it in with West. 5.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check 4, check 4.
On first down, Taylor trucks over him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack, Watson, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
A gain of 21 yards.
On first and 10, Watson. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Deshaun Watson, 26 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They're in the fourth quarter in Denver, and tack on some more points for the Steelers, extending their lead. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a throw here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. From the gun on third, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Look at me, zipper.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Flushed out right. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, wait, hold everything. And timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Rapid. Switch.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.